Have you ever watched your child walk away from you? Not just out the front door, but out of your heart, out of your values, out of everything you poured into them. Maybe it was a son who drifted into drugs, a daughter who turned her back on her faith, or someone you loved who looked you in the eye and said, "I don't need you anymore." That's not just a story in the Bible. That's life. And if you've ever struggled in that pain, then you understand what Jesus was trying to show us in Luke 15. There was a father with two sons. One day the younger one came and said something shocking. "Father, give me my share of the inheritance now." Do you feel the knife in that request? In that culture, it was like saying, "Dad, I wish you were dead. I want your stuff, not you." And the father gave it to him. The boy packed his bags and walked away. Imagine the father standing at the door watching the back of his son disappear down the road. Not a hug, not a look back, just gone. The son lived wild. He blew the money. He partied until the lights went out. Then famine came. He ended up broke, filthy, starving, working in a pigsty, craving the food he was feeding the pigs. And it was there, covered in shame, empty, ruined, that he remembered his father. He whispered to himself, "Even my father's servants have more than this. I'll go back. I'll say I've sinned against heaven and against him. I don't deserve to be called his son. Maybe he'll just take me as a servant." So he began the long walk home. Here's the part that breaks me every time. While the son was still a long way off, his father saw him. Do you know what that means? The father had been looking every single day, scanning the horizon, hoping, waiting, praying. And when he saw him, he didn't fold his arms and wait for the apology. He didn't demand repayment. He ran. He ran to his son, threw his arms around him, and kissed him. The son started his speech. "Father, I've sinned against heaven and against you. I'm no longer worthy." But the father didn't even let him finish. He shouted to his servants, "Bring the best robe, put a ring on his finger, shoes on his feet, kill the fatted calf. Tonight we celebrate, for my son was dead and is alive again. He was lost and is found." Can you feel the tears in the father's eyes? Can you feel the weight lifting off the son's shoulders? Heart of God. Some of you watching this, you are the son. You've been running. You've wasted years. You've burned bridges. And now you wonder if God could ever want you back. Others of you, you are the father. You've been watching the horizon for your child, for your brother, for someone you love who has wandered. And you're carrying the ache that won't let you sleep at night. Listen, the Father's arms are still open. For you, for them, for all of us. The Bible says in Romans 5:8, "But God demonstrates his own love for us in this. While we were still sinners, Christ died for us." Not after we got our act together. Not once we had cleaned up. While we were still sinners. And again in Psalm 103:12, "As far as the east is from the west, so far has he removed our transgressions from us." That's how far grace goes. You're the one who's run away, hear this. You can always come home. You don't have to earn it. You don't have to work your way back into God's favor. You just have to turn your face toward him and start walking. He'll meet you on the road. If you're the parent or loved one waiting in pain, don't give up. Keep watching the horizon. Keep praying. The Father in heaven knows your tears, and he is not done writing their story. Forgiveness doesn't erase the scars, but it restores the relationship. Grace doesn't ignore the sin, but it covers it with love. If this story has pierced your heart today, don't push it aside. Don't say, "Maybe later." The Father is running toward you right now. If you've wandered, whisper this, "Father, I'm coming home." If you're waiting for someone you love, whisper this, "Father, I trust you with them." This is not just an old story. This is your story. This is our story. Because the God who spoke through Jesus' parable is the same God who runs to meet us still. Will you come home?